Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Saga. E. I'm your XO. What's your first time listening, man? Welcome, man. Welcome back to another episode. Man, it's been a journey. I think this whole month we have been really going over the financial literacy series, and it's been helping a lot of people to connect to helping them out overall. And if you're your first time listening, first time to the episode, first time to the podcast, this podcast is mainly for men's mental health and financial literacy. And we bring that to the forefront. You don't know who I am. I'm XO, the host of Sama E. And today, we're diving into something very powerful that happens in our daily lives unknowingly. Let's you track it, but it's called the compound effect. I've been doing a lot of research lately just to see, like, okay, how does this help out? How does this help out in your daily lives? How does it help out in your financial lives? How does it help out in your mental lives? And I can still for the episode today to really discuss that. It's the idea of small, consistent actions, good or bad, quietly shaping your life, your money, your peace and mind. Most people underestimate how the little things stack up. I know I surely do. But today we're breaking it down so you can use it to your advantage instead of being destroyed by it. So let me hit you with this. If you save just $10 a day starting at the age of 25, by the time you hit 65, you'll have over $730,000 saved. And that's why without even investing aggressively. But let's flip it. Spend $10 a day on fast food or random stuff you don't need, and in 40 years, that's $146,000 gone. I'll repeat that back. If you save just $10 a day at the age of 25, or even whatever age you're at now, this is one for 25. By the time you hit 65, you have over $730,000 saved without even investing aggressively. But if you spend $10 a day, whether that's fast food, Starbucks, or any other random stuff that you don't really need, in 40 years, that's $146,000 gone. Money that could have built wealth, funded businesses, and secured your family's future. And that's the compound effect in action. And it's not about money. It's about habits, discipline, and identity. And let's get into the psychology of small habits. Here's the thing. Humans are wired for instant gratification. You want that quick hit of pleasure, the scroll, the snack, the impulse buy. But the compound effect is slow. It's the gym sessions that don't show results until month 3. It's $100 that you invest that looks like nothing until year 10. Researchers at Duke University found that 45% of our daily behaviors are habits and not conscious choices. That means almost half of what you do every day is on autopilot. So the question is, are your autopilot habits building your future or breaking it? I mean, personally, and I'm vulnerable with y'all. So this is something I had to learn because most of my habits were, at the end of the day, they were not conscious choices. They were just habits that I built up over time, and they were really detrimental to my future instead of building my future. So that's why I had to ask myself too and come across the compound effect, because my compound effect was affecting me negatively. So it's understanding like, okay, since my habits have not been building my future, how can I break that cycle and start building my future? The first thing I personally did was focus on my gym, focus on my working out and meditating, getting things right with that, as well as getting deeper in my prayers, reading the Bible, and really focusing on the things I can control and doing that on a consistent basis. Like in my phone, we all have iPhones. If you have an Android, come on, let's upgrade. But I have in my phone, my apps, you have the app folders. I changed one of my app folders to morning routine. And I put all the apps that I use for my morning routine. I'll give you a brief look. It'd be the Bible, um, my meditation app, my Duolingo, Audible, journaling, weighing myself, putting down my posts for the day for my content, as well as looking at a 30 minute to an hour video on YouTube about something that I'm learning or studying. And that's really how I optimize my mornings. And it's understanding doing that on a daily basis. It'll help you out. It'll help me out 10 to 15 years from now, but I may not see the benefits from it tomorrow or the next day. It's like understanding it's going to happen over time and being patient with that. What I've learned is the delayed gratification. For me, I'm pretty sure like a lot of us, we're all into that instant gratification. We want the results yesterday, but it's understanding the delayed process of what you're building and what you're doing, because it's building those habits and it's building that mindset that you need to attain what you need to attain in the future. But I bet you're thinking how the compound effect shows up in money. And let's get practical with this. There are three main areas where the compound effect either builds you up, breaks you down financially. The first one is saving and investing. Regular small contributions beat one-time big efforts. For example, investing $300 a month at an 8% return rolls over to $1 million in 40 years. But debt compounding works against you here. A $5,000 credit card balance at 20% interest with minimum payments can trap you for decades. And the third one is spending habits. That daily $7 coffee or $20 DoorDash habit, that's $1,000 drained every year. Compound interest doesn't care if you're disciplined or reckless. It just multiplies whatever you feed it. And that leads me up to the mental health connection of this, which is financial stress hits hard when the compound effect is working against you. A survey by the American Psychological Association found that 72% of Americans report feeling stressed about money. And for Black men, I was going to take time specifically, that stress compounds with cultural pressures to provide, succeed, and not live broke. So when you make small, consistent moves with your money, you're not just building wealth, you're protecting your mental health, lowering stress, and giving yourself that peace. So let me teach you what I learned about how to leverage the compound effect in your life. And that would be start small and stay consistent. Don't aim for perfection, aim for consistency. $5 a day. You all got $5 a day to invest. And $5 a day invested beats $0 waiting for the perfect time. So start now, start today, start investing as soon as possible. Just put in $5 a day easily. Number two would be automate the good. Set up automatic transfers to savings and investments. Set up bill pay to avoid late fees and compounding debt. And number three would be audit your bad habits. And this is where you have to have a serious talk with yourself. You have to sit down, get a pen and pad, lock yourself in a room, whatever it may be, audit your bad habits. Write down where your money leaks daily. Replace one bad habit with a good habit and just keep doing that at one at a time, where you cross off that bad habit and putting that new habit, good habit in. The last one will be think long-term identity. Don't just ask yourself, what do I want now? Ask yourself, who do I want to become in 10 years? Every small habit is a vote for that future version of yourself. And this is something I have to learn too, because we as majority of society thinks days, weeks, months, but the wealthy and the rich, they think in decades. So while we're like, oh, I can't stand doing this another month, another week, another day, there's other people that's thinking in decades, and that's why they're wealthy, because they're understanding like we got to put this in it's a 10-year plan. Every 10 years, are you progressing or regressing? And understanding You got to ask yourself too, whether it's a career, like, okay, I'm in this career. Do I see myself being in this career or business for the next 5 to 10 years, whatever it may be, and having that plan? Because I feel like we have plans, and then, you know how they say God, everybody has a plan, and then God's plan is always bigger, and he laughs at our plans because he knows, I have a plan for your life, but you don't, because he sees from the beginning, from birth to death, the whole plan for your life. So it's like, you have to understand, what is your plan? Is it a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, whatever it may be, and just think in decades instead of thinking in weeks or months, because thinking in decades puts you ahead further, and it gives you a sigh of relief, because you're like, okay, I'm going through my trials and tribulations right now, but it won't last forever. So if it's not going to last forever, then let me just thug it out. And just understanding, you got to think long-term identity. Who do I want to be in 10 years? Ask yourself that as you get rid of your bad habits. Ask yourself, who do I want to be in 10 years, and what do I have to do to get there? It's reverse engineering. Okay, 10 years from now, wherever you see yourself, okay, how do I get there? What do I need to do? What habits do I need to cut off? What skills do I need to learn? Who do I need to associate with? And when it comes to your 10-year plan, don't limit your thinking. Have a big imagination. Whatever you want in life, you could truly attain, but you really just have to write the vision and make it plain. And that leads me to our closing. The compound effect is always working. The question is it working for you or against you? So start small, stay consistent, build your habits like you're building your wealth, because at the end of the day, the little choices shape the big outcomes. But I appreciate y'all. If this episode hit home for you, I know it did for me, share it with a friend who needs to hear this. And remember, mental health and financial health go hand in hand. I'm XO. This is Sana E. And I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. Enjoy y'all day. Enjoy y'all week. And at the end of the day, it's all up to you to change your life. If you don't like where you're at right now, you have the power to change it. Don't think you're stuck in any situation, whether that's relationship, career, financial, whatever it may be. You have the power to change your life. It starts with one small habit at a time. And if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out. We'll be back with solid I-8. Thanks.